So hitting a curving golf shot is something that we can now control deliberately. Now this shot is going to be a draw shot. We're going to try and draw the golf ball. As a right-hander, that's about moving the ball from the right side to the left side. And the method I'm going to try and teach you here is the easiest method that will give you a basic understanding of how that shot can happen and how you can start to learn to control that shot out on the golf course. So drawing the golf ball involves having a club face and a club path that are not particularly well aligned. If we've got the path and the face going in the same direction, the ball will stay largely straight. So we want to have the face and the path moving in slightly different directions. And the basic understanding here is that wherever the club face is pointing at impact is where the ball will start. And wherever the club path is swinging, the ball will move in the opposite direction. So let's think about a draw shot. As a right-hander, I want the ball to start right of target. So I point the club face right of target. My target line being the little black box stood on the stick out in front of me here. I point my club face directly at that. That's where I want the ball to start. I then position my body further to the right than that. Now the body being to the right of that should encourage my path to be to the right of that. So my path is now going to be out to the right. My club face is pointing at the black stick, and that will encourage the golf ball to curve somewhat. Now ultimately this ball should finish further to the left-hand side, maybe round towards the yellow flag stick in the distance there. So I point my club at the black box, I point my feet to the right, and with that I also point my knees, my hips, my chest and my shoulders to the right. I then make my normal setup and largely my normal swing. As I hit the shot there, the ball starts on the black box and it curves quite violently away down the left-hand side. Now the reason why that ball curved quite a lot in that instance was the difference between my path and my face was quite big. So it really did curve a long way. That's the sort of punchy shot that I might be hitting if I'm sort of in the trees. You know, if I've hit the left-hand side of the fairway, I want to, rather than just chip the ball onto the fairway, I want to get the ball onto the fairway and curve it and run it down the fairway. So I would put quite a lot of a difference between my club face and my body line and my path and produce quite a big curve. If I want to make that shot a little bit more subtle, I don't have such a big difference between my face and my path. Now when I hit this shot, the ball will curve off the black box right the way back into the yellow flag, and it's a nice big high drawing shot. So if you can understand that the basic parameters are get the club face pointing ideally where you want the ball to start, aim your body and therefore your swing path in the position where you want the ball to bend away from, then the ball will start to curve from one away from the other and back towards an intended target line. The bigger the difference between where the face points and where the path is swinging is the bigger amount of curve. Play around with that. Go to the driving range, go to the practice ground and experiment with that. Start to feel how you can curve the ball more and less by changing the angle of your club and the angle of your swing. And good luck practicing those draw shots.